It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures, it leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses, it restoreth my buzz, it leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Good morning, Flipsidians.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, gosh. Rabbit needs a cup of coffee. And I already had one.
Rabbit.
Snickers iced coffee by Victor Allen.
Alien.
Allen's. It
Alien.
is.
Oh, Alan.
Is lip smacking good, I'm telling you.
It doesn't taste like a Snickers bar.
You know how to make it?
Have you tried it?
Snickers coffee.
Yeah, I've tried it.
It's fucking delicious. I don't care what planet you're on.
It's mocha,
I'm on planet Flipside.
caramel, and hazelnut.
Oh, it's delicious. I don't care that it doesn't
Oh,
taste like I'm biting into a
you lost
Snickers.
me, Ariel.
That felt awkward.
It's because right up in your bubble, wasn't it?
I was like, that's a little close.
All right.
Morning.
Chemistry.
Well, we lost a Myrtle. She's coming back. God damn, this damn man.
Nope. I didn't hear any doll.
So I'm coming back.
No, I was asking if Myrtle was coming back.
It
Yeah,
says
she's
she just
coming
said
back.
she is.
Oh.
She couldn't hear us.
Oh!
Good morning,
Watch,
Jesse.
sometimes
Good
it'll
morning,
give me
Mama
like the
Chris.
little marker that'll let me know there's comments, and sometimes it won't.
Yeah, I know. That's annoying, isn't it?
Fucking inconsistent shit.
Mm-hmm. Especially since
That's
I pay
better.
for it.
Right?
I couldn't hear you guys before.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, that was
Yeah.
all. Hi.
Yeah, I couldn't hear, so I was like, I'm coming back.
Yeah, that's usually the best thing to do.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Who was the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean solo?
Amelia Earhart. Sorry, I can't speak this morning, apparently.
Morning, Jesse.
But I have a feeling you're about to tell me that's a common misconception, Jellybean.
Nope,
it was
it's
actually
true.
so-and-so. Okay, I was right. Yay!
You were
Good morning,
missed.
Rabbit.
Good morning. Man, I love how one word can just change the whole conversation in a text. I swear to God. I almost made myself a freak. Let me tell you, just by saying the word does instead of doesn't.
Yeah.
That could do it.
That is how how just a couple of letters or a punctuation mark can change the tone of an entire conversation.
Yep.
There's a difference between a hard no and a soft no.
And that is punctuation.
Yep. Hi, Mama Chris.
Peekaboo.
Oh, she's in chat.
I don't know what's wrong with her. My girl. She's
I
been
had a
like
very
this all
emotional morning myself, so.
She is just not wanted to be awake today.
So she should go back to bed.
Nope. She's like me.
Once you're up, you're up.
Yep. Unless you accidentally fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So real talk, I learned something about myself this morning. And it's a rare occasion for Jellybean to get happy tears when it comes to herself, just so we're aware.
Okay.
So I'm going to phrase a question for everybody. When you guys were growing up, how many times did you get like a gift at Christmas or your birthday, or just because, you know, some friend of the family came over? Because it's not necessarily like a family member. It could be a family member, but you got a gift nonetheless. And, you know, the adults are all over here on the couch talking about it after you've opened it, and it's all like a happy joy time. And then you walk up because you want to thank this person for the gift that they gave you. And so you're standing there and you're waiting for them to stop talking, because if you interrupt, that's disrespectful. But as soon as they stop talking, you can't get a word in, because the first statement out of your mom or your dad's mouth is, what do you say? Can you tell them thank you? And immediately in that moment, your entire mentality shifts. And you're like, I was going to say that, but now that you've addressed it and told me to do that, I don't want to do that, because now that person's going to think that the only reason why I'm saying thank you is because you told me to.
Right.
I don't know if I have or not. Not enough for me to remember. Probably, though.
Oh, I have.
I got in trouble so many times as a child. And it's not just that specific scenario, but it was a lot of scenarios similar to it, where I had full intent, full heart to say or do something for somebody or with somebody, and as soon as I would open my mouth or get ready to do it, or because I didn't do it on somebody else's clock, I felt horrible, and I have beat myself up for literally almost my entire life because of things that I have thought that made me a flake or made me wishy-washy. I thought it was because I'm a Pisces and it's a fish thing, right? I genuinely thought that there was something wrong with me because of this. Because there was so many times, like, even since me and Goat have been together, that there have been times that things have been asked of me to do, and I kept screaming and having like this war in my head going, I really want to do what he's asked me to do, but now I don't want to do it, and I don't know why. Like, I can't make myself do it. And I have figured out through TikTok, it is part of my ADHD. I was told that when my daughter got diagnosed with ADHD that she was also borderline ODD, which is oppositional defiance disorder.
Right.
And I couldn't wrap my head around that one, because I do understand that there's a lot of times that we as parents have kids that when you ask them to do something, they won't do it. And you can't figure out, you know, why is it so hard for you to just do what I asked you to do? Well, come to find out, through learning this about myself, I have learned that my youngest, I always wondered why it was that she would clean the entire house without being asked and would do a wonderful job, better than I can do at this point, but won't clean her room, which is a lot smaller scale. Now I know. It's because I've asked her to do it. She used to go and help her sister with the dishes, even though her sister would like fuss,
Morning,
bitch,
Union.
and have a whole ass argument with her because it's like, this is not your chore. Why do you keep trying to step on my toes and do this for me? And now that is her chore, because we said, well, since you want to do it so much, here you go. She has to constantly be reminded to do it. And now it's like, I asked her to do it. Now she don't want to do it. And so, like, I had a whole, like, epiphany moment this morning. It brought me to tears just because it's like, oh, wow. I finally figured out and cracked the code with my, not only my kid, but myself. And so for anybody that has asked something of me or wanted me to do something for them, and I've wanted to do it and said I was going to do it, and then I end up flaking on it, I am sorry. Truly, I am sorry. I know I have done it to probably everyone here at one point or another, and this is just me taking accountability for that, because I had no idea that this was even a thing. I thought I was just a really fucked up person that was a really fucked up friend. And I am truly sorry for the times that I said that I would be here for something and I, for whatever reason, didn't show up. I thought it was just my life plaguing me with, like, obstacles in my way that was keeping me from being here or keeping me from doing the things that I wanted to do, because I want y'all to know it was never because I didn't want to do what y'all wanted me to do or what I said I wanted to do or what I was going to do. But now that I know it and recognize it, now hopefully I can be on the road to fixing it and overcoming it, so I can see it coming and know how to fix it, so to speak, or how to coexist with it. And I hope it helps anybody else here that's ever felt that way or had it happen to them.
Yeah, I think I have had that. Like, when you put it all together like that, the first story was a little too specific, I think, for me.
That was
for
just
you,
one
for me.
specific instance that I felt like maybe everybody had that happen to them, because that was like how it was for me growing up.
Yeah, I used to clean the house all, well, and the whole cleaning the house but not your room thing.
And it
But
goes
then
even
when
further
I was
than
on
that,
my
too.
own, my house and my bedroom were clean. Because I guess because nobody was telling me to do it.
You did it because you wanted to, not
Right.
because you felt obligated or because you had to, or because you
somebody's-
were doing it just because somebody told you to do it.
Right.
It was your own free thinking. It was your own autonomy. You wanted control of your body and your decisions and your actions.
I'm a control freak. I know that.
Amen. Me too.
And I thought that was me too growing up. I thought I just had control issues. And it even it extends to, like, homework as well. I would never do homework in school. Made great grades. I fucking refused to do homework. Because I felt like my home time after school, that was my time. Not their time. Projects. I was always the one that would take on the entire amount of the project. I would take it all on myself because I didn't want nobody else to do it, because I wanted them to, one, appreciate me and view me as a valuable member of the group. And then that would end up getting put off instead of it being like a 3-week process spread out amongst, say, 2 to 4 individual people. It was all wrapped up into one night before it's due, because I procrastinate. And then I'm taking on the entirety of the whole thing. Everybody gets an A, but at the end of the day, it created a footfall for myself. And so here I am as an adult, X number of years later, and I'm continuing to do that. I'm continuing to take on more than what I am capable of doing. Part of people pleasing. But then at the same time, if somebody asks me to do something, forget it. And sometimes I'll still do it anyway, just depends on how I'm asked. And so I'm still trying to navigate how to tell anyone how to ask me to do something. Because I don't want people to feel like afraid to ask me, because it's like, well, if we ask her, she said she's not going to do it. I'm still working out the proper delivery methods to get it from your head to mine to where I will still actually feel excited to take on the challenge.
Yeah? Girl,
I'm working on it.
You can't have spontaneity like that.
Today is just day one.
Identifying the problem is the biggest step.
Yeah,
and I avoid people a lot. I do. I'm guilty as hell of that shit. Especially if I know somebody wants something or expects something from me. And I'm not talking about like bill collectors. I mean just in general. It's like, unless it was my idea first. And I said, hey, I want to do something for you. Then I am like head on, beeline, that is my focus. I am going to do it and I'm going to get it done. Might take me a minute, but I'm going to do it and get it done.
I like to throw this out there that it always a little bit of time investment with the other person can always do wonders with initiation things.
Mm-hmm.
Like just showing the other person that you care by sharing your time with them. That doesn't always seem to be the case that people can handle. Because every time somebody is talking, it's asking for help. And I see a lot of that this day and age. Mm-hmm. And, just talk and be friends. And then when you need help, the help is more offered and more like, all right, let's try to help this person out. I understand.
You can't pour from an empty cup, Rabbit. And I think that's what I'm getting from what you're saying, is if everybody keeps coming to you and wanting something from you all the time, you don't have anything left to give them because they're not putting in time and spending time with you and building that relationship and building that bond. So it's like the friendship account balance is in the negative.
Well, I wouldn't say that it's in the negative, but my friendship does plateau at a certain point, and then it just stays there.
It just runs empty.
It just runs
empty. For me, it goes in the negative.
Because I'm starting to give it to somebody else that's actually, showing me a little bit of, they're sharing their time with me because, I'm sharing my time with them again. I love all you people here. I hope you know that. I love spending my time here with Planet Flipside. It's just something that has gotten me out of my shell and actually feeling like I have friends in the world. It's just so amazing.
Jellybean, Uni says she says, Jellybean, look at me. Look, Jellybean, I got to tell you a very important thing right now.
I can't see you, Uni. You're not on the table, Uni. You're in the chats, Uni. But I was looking at the chat.
Waiting. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry, I had that Judge Judy gif stuck in my head. And I do need to talk to you, by the way.
Which you?
Uni.
Okay.
I do need to reply back. I have been busy the last couple of days. So I haven't had a chance, but I am going to be getting back with you about the New Year thing.
Planet Flipside 2. I love Planet Flipside. You're all my family forever. Aw, Jessie.
Aw.
You're all my best friends forever. Aw.
Jessie is literally a My Little Pony princess. I don't care what nobody says.
Oh, yeah. She's Fluttershy.
She's like the epitome of friendship right there. Adorable. All the time.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I ever see any sort of negative statement spew from them ever.
I'm sorry.
Don't ever lose that, Jessie.
You got up late and you went to bed. How are you feeling today, Mama Vixie, by the way?
Better, but tired.
Tired?
I think I'm just getting old.
Is Mercury still in the Gatorade?
No.
No.
Every single planet.
Who's in the Gatorade now?
There's a lot of them. there's going to be a lot of them as the year continues to progress. By the time we're in September, October, we are going to be in 5 or 6 retrogrades.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes, this year is going to be a very tense year, everybody. So make sure you do your research and make sure you stay grounded to the planet and not in your head and attacking all your friends and family.
And El Nino's coming, so be careful this summer. And
I really want to say
winter.
we're going into a Mars retrograde soon, and that's even worse than Mercury. So
Yeah. That makes me fight.
Can we
He
just
says
keep
I'll
them out of the
jelly
Gatorade?
bean later.
when all these kind of planets go into retrograde, it's kind of just forcing
Okie dokie.
humanity to shift
Shit.
their point of view in a lot of things. So be prepared for change. And if you're not prepared for change, well, you're going to get bent over and fucked by change either way.
Without even getting a kiss.
Nope, no kiss. Just bend over. Let's get this change done.
Love you, buddy.
Dang it.
Bye, Uni.
All right, love you later,
Bye.
Uni.
How many times did Ross Geller marry and divorce on Friends?
Too many.
I never saw the show,
You never
but
watched
twice
it,
as much as half.
I watched it a couple months ago.
That is just one show I've never had much of an interest for. Like, I was Boy Meets
Same
World
story.
girl, and that was as close to Friends as I got was the Disney version.
I was just
Because
gonna say.
essentially that's what I feel like Boy Meets World was.
Pretty much.
It
3.
was better.
You're both correct.
The same amount as Goat.
Mm-mm.
3. Only he got married one more time. That's me.
So 4.
Yeah, he got married 4 times, but he's only been divorced 3 times.
Yeah.
I can't even do it like that. 3. Or like that. I cannot. Bleh, it feels weird.
It is.
Sign language ruined me, so it's like 3.
I was like, getting your pinky and ring finger to not like pop
Oh.
takes a little practice.
I'm like super flexible. I've got like hypermobility in my joints, but fuck that 3 thing. Like, it physically hurts my pinky to do it. I think it's because it's so
I can make a
attached
3
to
like
my
this.
ring finger.
Or is it that way? I don't fucking know.
Which green is usually found in Caesar salad?
What?
Romaine?
Yep. Which green is usually found in Caesar salad?
You know better than to ask a food question.
Oh, I know.
Really,
It was
Dixie.
there. I knew you were going to get it, actually.
Let's talk
I'm
about
like,
what my roommate found absolutely exciting this morning and had to show me.
what?
So we're making coffee, and I was doing the dishes while I was brewing coffee, and the coffee was done. So she was starting to make her cup of coffee, and she grabs her cup out of the cupboard. Actually, I have this wire thing on the counter that has 4 coffee cups. She grabbed it out of there. But she goes like, Cam, I finally figured out what this thing is. It's one of those little frother things.
Mm-hmm.
And hang on, it gets better. So before she adds any coffee to the cup, she grabs some cream out of the fridge and she puts it in there. She's like, just watch this, Cam. It like quadruples the size of the cream. She goes, and the cream just starts filling the cup, and she's like, I added too much. And I'm just like, girl, you're supposed to do the coffee first, and then add the cream, and then you froth.
Well, you can froth it.
She is precious.
But you got to really know how much you're putting in there.
You tell her it's because she added air into it.
Oh, try to Oh.
It was
When I
funny.
was
She
working at
had like
coffee house-
a cup completely filled with whipped cream in a sense.
On International Drive, there was this woman who came in, and she's like, "Can I get a hot chocolate? But can you make it with water?" I'm like, "No, our hot chocolate is actually Ghirardelli, and it won't melt in the water. It won't mix in the water. It would be like lumpy chocolate water, and that's not good." And she's like, "Well, can't you just use one of those things on the side of the?" I said, "The steam wand? That's steam. What happens when you put steam in water?"
It's gonna go.
Doesn't it froth it like the milk? What? I was like, I said, no, what it's gonna do is it's gonna put steam in the water, make it really hot, and fling it everywhere and burn everybody, and it's gonna be traumatic. She goes, I don't think so. And I said, excuse me. And I went to the back room and I looked because my area supervisor was there.
Yeah.
And I said, Jen, you go take care of that or I'm going to lose my mind. She basically told her to leave. Just leave. Just leave.
Like, ma'am, if you want hot chocolate made with water that bad, you can legit go home
make it yourself.
And make it yourself for a lot cheaper than what I'm going to make it for you here.
Like the scene on that, man, where like the scene on that, man, where there's Baskin Robbins and the guy's asking for anything hot.
Just like that.
Like, you want to deal with this idiot?
Oh, Malana.
I'll take whatever's hot. Baskin Robbins.
Oh, Hoobie made his pop-in appearance. I never remember if he makes a pop-in appearance or immediately got it right one when he does.
Hey, Crystal.
Literally, I feel like I ripped him off on some points because I don't remember if he popped in that show or not.
I had a mosquito last night, Jellybean.
Hi, Crystal.
I just killed it like 5 minutes ago, and now there's another one.
Oh, rude.
If there was like 2 or 3 flying around and it's like, oh, well, you only killed one, I could kind of understand. But the fact that there's just one and it's all the time and you kill one and then it's like the game starts over.
Mm-hmm. Jessie says, Rabbit, guess what?
What, Jessie? What?
She's going to tell you, I think, 18 more days.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I'm learning Jessie's game.
I'm like, I'm not doing that. I have a doctor's appointment on my birthday. I'm not getting anything exciting, though. Everybody already got me packages for my birthday. It just came a month early, so I'm okay.
18 more days, she says.
You wait, sir.
You got me cookies, so you don't need to get me anything.
Who said I needed to? We just had a whole ass conversation about that.
I'm like, I guess I already got some of your baked goods. I was happy. I ate them within like 3 days.
Keyword in that sentence there was 3 letters. What'd you say? Was. Which means you're not happy now. So you're not going to be happy on your birthday, and you've already got a doctor's appointment that day. So you need a little pick-me-up after the doctor's appointment.
A little something.
Little something. So I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'll figure something out. Who knows? You might get a pack of stickers. You might get another pack of cookies. Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm like Birdie Bot's jelly beans. You never know what you're going to get.
You never know what flavor.
You might think it's going to be buttered popcorn, but some days it's actually earwax.
Hi, Goat.
Hi, Goat.
And this is what Goat has to live with. Hello, Daddy. How are you? Why are you stalking me? This is not cool. It's not nice.
Because I heard you talking shit about me.
Talking shit or talking truth? Because I don't talk shit. I speak facts.
I usually never get anything for my birthday, so be grateful you do.
Aww.
Sometimes
I dare tell me that.
I get cards for my birthday usually. Like Christy's from my mom.
I get happy birthday texts.
Christy, do I have your address? I think I do from Christmas. Did I send you Christmas cookies, or were you not there for the cutoff?
You are such a... No, I'm kidding.
What? You want to finish that?
No.
Glutton for
I didn't think so. Were you going to say something nice, or you going to say something mean?
I was going to say something nice. But I'm like, nah, she's just gonna find out herself on Christmas.
That's 6 months, Rabbit.
I know.
You're gonna torment me for 6 months?
You get to figure it out within the next 6 months.
Chrissy did not get.
Do you have Chrissy's address or not? You better go find it.
No, I need to know so I can send her something for her birthday. Or did I miss her birthday?
Nice.
No, I didn't.
It's the 13th. I hope it's not the fucking 14th. I swear to God she said the 13th, but it might be the 14th.
Mine's the 14th of March.
I'm so bad at remembering birthdays. All I know is she's a Gemini.
Oh.
So then it's coming up.
I just know that I've asked her at least on 2 different shows now, and I swear it's the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be the 14th because I feel like I'm a day off. I'd have to go back.
Yeah, I'm better at remembering people's signs than I am
June
their
13th.
birthday, which is just crazy.
All right, so I had it right.
What's today? Oh shit! I got 3 days.
3 days.
It might be late, but it's coming. Might be late, but it's coming. Just have some patience. Or I can't stand when people say they don't get shit for their birthday. I can't stand it. Like, that's so shitty.
Hey,
Like,
Rabbit.
everybody deserves even, like, a birthday card on their birthday.
Mama Chris says goat was on the table. That's 1 entry.
I'll then be like, nope, I did give him his 0.33 though.
Jumping into somebody else's window doesn't count.
How do you think Bobby gets points when he pops up on the table?
Yep.
Do I get bonus points for recruiting since he was in my window?
No.
You get 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, he got 0.33 and you're getting 5. You guys got 2 for the price of 1.
I think I should get 6 just because he jumped in and tried to take my point.
Hey, I tried that. Remember, I tried that, being comments and being on the show, and he wouldn't let me do it.
Dormammu, I'm here to make a bargain.
I didn't want to make it too crazy.
See? There he goes again. I can't help he live here. I mean, I could.
Ray Charles is famous for playing what instrument?
Who?
Ray Charles.
Saxophone.
The piano.
Yep, piano.
He was blind as a bat, but could play a piano.
Like nobody's business.
Him and Stevie Wonder.
Yep.
Chrissy, I was the same way. My mom didn't either.
My birthday was so close to Christmas. It was rough on my mom financially, so not usually have anything.
Yeah.
Well, that ends today.
My mom was always.
Look who I found.
Hello.
So what was that about me not getting a point there, Rabbit?
Hey, you might even get 3.33 points.
3.33.
You gotta stay here for the next 15 minutes, though.
That's gotta be
You're
it.
locked
That's
in.
gotta be a most excellent number.
Hold on, I'm about to get me an additional 0.3333 repeating point. Hold on.
Well, you're already gonna get 5. We don't go to 5.33.
Well, then I'm
See, I
getting a
told you,
0.33
you
because
know,
if I leave a comment on the live show, even though I'm on the
It
table,
doesn't
I get points.
stack. They don't.
It
stack.
doesn't stack, is what I'm saying. Like the most you can get in one show is 5 points. So if you say you stayed on the show for only 15 minutes to 40 minutes, you only get 3 points, and if you comment, you get 3.33. That's the only time it would stack, is if you didn't get 5. I'm sorry. I had to make. I didn't want to have too much. Literally, guys,
that would be a lot of math.
Contest. I am printing off a bunch of fucking people's names on paper, cutting it, and putting it in a hat and pulling it. I have a whole procedure that I have to do.
We just don't like being told when we find loopholes that
I was just gonna say
it
we're all
don't
too
work.
smart for our bitches.
Exactly. It's not that I really technically care about the points. I just like
Yeah,
being
me
an
either.
asshole sometimes.
Oh, I mean, I could try.
Me
Like we
either.
just
I
come
don't-
up with
I
all
already threw
grades
as
of
many
shit to
things as
poke
I could
holes
at
in
them
Rabbit's
when we first came up
plan.
with the idea.
I wanted to keep it basic because if I overthought it, then I would never have gotten I would have never launched when I wanted to launch.
Yep.
Right.
I would have just procrastinated forever. I would
But
have rather
since this is
launched
the
it next
first
week
run
as I go.
of it, we like to make sure that it's ironclad.
Let's be fair that this is technically the second run of it. Last year's contest that I ran was for comments.
And he was like, "No, I don't want to do that."
But I
again."
didn't
wanna
know
do
you enough
comments.
back then to really.
I
Be
feel like doing it the way
involved.
that I'm doing it this way gives more people an equaler chance. Equaler.
What the fuck is that?
Actually, like,
Equaler.
Jellybean.
You coming up with new words and shit, Rabbit?
I do it on the daily, and you don't even bat an eye. So.
Yes, I do. You just don't see it.
It's the
I'm
equalator.
not here.
Equalator.
Dun dun dun.
Equalizer.
oh, is Goat gonna paint his nails?
No, he's painting dice.
Oh,
Those are alcohol inks.
The only nails he's going to be painting is mine and our daughter's. I get to paint his nails.
oh. Paint them black and white.
Oh, don't even. I've got 2 children that will testify that your toenails have been painted, sir.
Your toenails.
By little girls.
I understand. Like,
I helped them pick out the polish.
I've never painted my toenails. I ain't even gonna
Was
lie.
it hot pink?
No, we picked out real pretty colors for them, actually. It was him and somebody else. That
Goat
used to
is like,
be
shut the fuck
close
up,
in
dear.
our
I
house.
don't want to hear this right now.
Oh, no. He embarrasses me all the time. It's his turn.
So, a few weeks ago, Jellybean helped me pour a set of dice.
I did.
Yes, you did.
I do that all the time. Didn't I do that last night, too?
And this happens to be one of the ones that she did.
A party.
It has blue and gold and purple sparkle in it.
That's party.
Cool.
Like, showing them on camera does not do them justice. You
They
can't
don't.
see the flashes in them at all.
Oh,
and
yeah.
even the inking is not flat black like it looks. It's
got
this black
gold
that's
flake
got
in it.
gold flake in it. So it looks gold on the center of the number, but it's got like this black halo, like the edges are burnt. It's so cool. I was like, those are Phoenix dice.
Nice.
Which
I
country
enjoy
is
my-
Tasmania a part of?
Australia,
Africa.
New Zealand. I know it's one
If
of
I
them.
don't say anything, are you guys just gonna keep going?
I thought, wait, isn't Tasmania its own country?
No, it's in Australia.
Oh, I was right. Okay. Come to Tasmania. Come to Tasmania. I used to love that show.
Which show is that?
Tasmania. It was a show of just Taz, but it was
Oh.
like his whole family on like this island, and that's where Taz
geez.
came from.
Taz is the only
So
one in his family
Tasmania.
that cannot speak clearly.
But
Everyone
everybody
else in
else
his
speaks
family
perfect
is-
fucking English.
Makes no sense to me.
Actually,
Maybe
it makes
he's
a
got-
lot of sense.
Maybe he's on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Maybe he's on the spectrum and he's nonverbal, and that's his just. Maybe that's just his way of communicating.
The way my oldest communicates. That's pretty much it.
Da 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 da. Taz is the poster child for autism now. You're welcome. And he kicks ass too. So don't make fun of him because he'll kick your ass and take your name. He won't say it right, but he'll take your name.
My oldest. My favorite one is when he looks over you and he goes. I can't say he doesn't have a sense of humor. I just don't know what it's about most of the time.
Did anybody go see that
Honestly.
dirty, perverted old man fucking Merlin in my TikTok video with Moana?
Dude, what?
Oh yeah,
did.
I went there. Merlin fucking was looking at Moana's ass, and Moana was thugging about it. And I was just like, man, I gotta get out of here before things get deep.
She's sitting there holding her necklace like Ursula, like, I need to talk to a sea witch about this.
All I can
Right.
say is Merlin was about to get captured, and Moana was gonna be the one to do it. about turning herself into
Merlin's
Tafiti
gone from a
herself.
wizard to a dirty old man in this game. I'm telling you.
I have thought that about Merlin since you started playing it.
Because he used to stalk my ass. Like, I didn't even have him
this
set
is
to, like,
Disney.
follow me, hang out with me. It was just everywhere I went, just, there he was. There he was.
Hey, Rabbit, I need you to make me some of these.
I can make those. When I send you and Jellybean the little Christmas container back for my cookies, I will send cookies in it.
Those are, if you're in Michigan, you have to know how to make those because those are.
I do know how to make. I'm better than those fucking
Young lady,
store ones are
I've
nasty.
never
do
had
not
them.
look at me like that. I told you that I wanted to try some of Rabbit's no-bake cookies.
Traitor.
I am not a traitor.
He's being a good friend.
I am. He supports you, so I'm trying to support him.
It's fine that Rabbit sends them to me so we can compare recipes, but then for you to seek out someone else's cookies, that's just dirty.
I would
just
share
dirty.
them with you.
No, babe.
How do you know that I wasn't going to just share my batch with you? That Rabbit was already going to send me anyway.
Because you're scared that I would eat them all.
Truth.
That's why I said I would
not
share
really
them with you, because then I
They're not
control
really
how much you
cookies, They're
get.
candy bars.
Oh.
Are you gonna do peanut butter ones?
I put peanut butter in them. So
Well, yeah, but
chocolate.
you can do them without the chocolate.
I just do the chocolate ones, the regular ones.
They're not the same.
You want
if
them
you
with
don't
or
have-
without nuts? With nuts
No
is
nut.
better.
No nuts.
No nuts.
He can't have nuts, Rabbit.
I have trouble eating nuts.
Right? Okay.
And for all you perverts in the audience, stop it.
Stop it!
You need to just stop yourself right there. Just stop
Both
I
of
didn't
you
go
to
there until you
assume-
said it. Then I'm like,
Both
now I
of you
can't not
to
go there.
assume that the perverts are the ones in the comments.
Oh, I know there's a couple on the table too.
You know where I was going with that goat.
I wasn't, but I did after that
He
comment.
knew exactly what he was talking to. He knows.
Yeah, he's calling out me and Myrtle.
Let them eat cake is a famous misquote attributed to whom?
Marie Antoinette.
Yep.
For 500, Alex.
They wrote who, but it's actually whom.
Thank you for flying Church of England, cake or death.
I like Moana too. I think it's good.
That's Milo's favorite show. Moana.
My kids love Finding Nemo.
I love it.
Jellybean, Christy said.
Because I know how to win over the Milo. Because I love the music. No, Peekaboo don't work. He's getting too big for that. I got to pull out the Disney karaoke impersonations now.
Oh.
Oh no, Peekaboo still works.
Yes, leave the nuts to me. I love nuts. And I don't care how you take that. 0 fucks given.
0 fucks. That was.
Do you just like the white nuts, or do you like Brazilian nuts, or do you like some of the? Never mind.
I like all the nuts. I like coconut, peanuts, cashews, pecans. I don't care how you pronounce it anymore. I
It's
give up that hill.
Pecans.
Almonds, hazelnuts.
I love hazelnuts. They're my
Macadamia
favorite.
nuts. There's very few nuts that I don't like.
I'll behave.
Probably would have been a shorter list to name.
I'm
The
not
only
big on
nut-
Brazilian.
The only
I know,
nut
she
that
just-
I can
You
say
just couldn't see it.
that I don't particularly like is peanuts. I love peanut butter, but
don't like
peanuts on their
peanuts.
own. Every time I eat peanuts,
You don't
they
like yes.
Rabbit. I know this is an 18+ channel. However, you don't want to get into that with me. But every time I eat
Especially
peanuts
with me on
or
the
like
table.
popcorn, they get all like stuck in my throat. It's almost like I got pockets in there or something, and it gets stuck, and then I'm
so
coughing
you
and
get
hacking for
Throat and
hours.
penis stuck in your throat.
Chrissy
Dang.
can't have coconut.
So do you have to go to the hospital to
Belle
get it
doesn't
removed?
like coconut, but I don't think she's allergic.
I'm
Now,
just
what comes down to is
I've already warned you. You don't want to go on that with me on the table.
So you already had to go to the hospital to get it removed before. Oh,
no,
okay.
the only thing I've had to have removed from me
Jesse?
was the child that came from the penis.
Oh man!
And even then, they made me do it myself. So
Chrissy is allergic to coconut.
Duly noted.
18 hours before they decided I didn't have to do it myself.
I want somebody to like coconut besides me.
You have a concert? Now that I can actually eat it and not get it stuck in my teeth and fuck up my teeth, I'm good with coconut. Like
I don't have to worry about stuff getting stuck in my teeth.
Then why the fuck can't you have nuts, sir?
Because he can't chew them. Would you give a baby
I
peanut?
can't chew any kind of nuts either.
You can't chew nuts with fake teeth?
They don't fit properly, so he can't secure them in his mouth, and so anytime he eats something hard like that where he would have to bite it, it pops them loose. And then it gets underneath. He can't chew them. And plus he doesn't have a bottom plate yet.
It's not so much that they don't fit properly. It's because I don't have all my teeth on the bottom when I try to chew.
Sense. So you can have nuts once you get the bottom parts.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. Maybe.
He does eat nuts like that are finely chopped. So like if you gave him like a twill or something that had where they're chopped really small, I have to chop everything like that really small in order for him to eat it. It's not that he doesn't like the flavor of nuts. It's the fact that the texture, he can't chew it. He can't bite it and break it up. He doesn't have molars.
Now, surprisingly, I can eat Snickers, no problem.
It's all that gooey stuff he's padding it.
Yeah.
Well, that and plus the peanuts in Snickers are kind of chopped up a little bit. So I don't have to chew them. I can just swallow them.
Jesse, is this for your choir?
Like Almond
I
Joys?
don't have any teeth, any plates yet, so I can't have any.
He loves Almond Joys, but he always has to like take the almond off and give it to me because he hates dark chocolate, so he won't eat mounds.
Right.
But it's so gross at times. Like it bugs me. Sometimes he'll like suck the chocolate off. It's like, dude, just break it off before you put it in your mouth. If you expect me to eat it. Well, you've had worse. I've also had better, sir.
Oral arts.
Jeez. Don't waste it. That's food. That's good food.
I'm slowly getting over that concept.
But
if I can't eat
food?
it, I can't eat it.
I'll be right back.
But I have a hubby who usually ends up eating the rest of whatever I didn't eat. It's like, I'll eat it.
See, I'm the hubby in our relationship.
Yeah.
Anything he can't, I will. Gonna fuck around and find out one day. I'm telling y'all, if he gets shot and I am on the news, y'all know it was not intentional. My pew pew's right down there. You lucky.
It's locked in a box.
I don't give it. It's not locked. I just make people think it's locked, but it's not locked. If I locked it, then I've got to sit there and go, oh God, what's the code? No.
I get one of those stem print ones.
I just put it out of sight, out of mind, because I have small humans. Trying to be cautious of that. Don't scare me. It's not a good idea.
What biological order do frogs belong to?
What?
Amphibians?
Yeah. What biological order do frogs belong to?
I swear to God, I heard you say what chronological order do frogs belong in. And I'm
Egg,
like...
tadpole.
Tadpole comes before the frog, or...
I'm thinking the whole life cycle.
I was like,
I thought that too, Rabbit.
This one's a science question I didn't pay attention to in biology.
Why is it so warm in here today?
You're wearing a jacket, Vixie.
Usually I wear this in the morning, though.
Take your jacket off. You might feel better.
No, I have nothing on under it.
Oh. I swear, last night when you were on makeup table and you start taking stuff, I'm going. I'm staring at my phone, going, "What has happened?"
Though I have no problem because I have no modesty in my in my whole body.
I'm sitting here just scrolling, going, "How far is she gonna go before I say something?"
Never know.
It was
Get
great.
Love you,
excited.
Jesse.
You guys are out. No, I'm kidding.
Jesse has to go.
Love
Well,
you,
we love
you.
Jesse.
Bye, bye.
We'll see you later. Good.
Amount of coffee.
I'm
Daddy,
sorry.
I need tea.
Well, bring me your cup.
I haven't drank coffee yesterday or today, and I think I'm hating not drinking coffee.
Oh, well, I'll go drink some coffee.
My blood pressure's been a little too high for coffee.
Mine too, but that don't stop me from drinking coffee.
Have you been dealing with some extra stress lately?
I don't know. Not in my foreground, but maybe in behind the scenes in my back
In
of
your
my mind.
subconscious.
Yeah, subconsciously.
Time sounds like you need a tarot reading. We'll have to do you first tomorrow.
Speaking of that, I had an idea, Rabbit. Just for me and
Yeah?
you, just privately.
Okay.
But it's for my curiosity more than anything. I want
Okay.
to do like an experiment, but I'm going to pretend it's a game, so it sounds fun.
Okay.
So, when you read my tarot, like when you pull cards for me
Yeah.
tomorrow, don't tell me what they are. Set them off to the side for yourself. Just know that those were mine. Like, take a picture,
Okay.
and have the reading for yourself. And then I want to report to you back on like Saturday evening and tell you how my week went. And I want to see how well it matches up. Because you've been
You just
very
want me to
spot
pull the
on.
cards without explaining anything to you tomorrow.
Yep.
Don't tell
Not
me
tell her
shit.
what-
Don't even tell me what the cards are. Nothing.
Okay.
Because I want to see how it plays out without me knowing what it is, if that makes sense. Because I want to know how much I am at fault for some of it. I want to know like how much it's actually.
Well, yeah,
you know
once
what I'm
you know,
saying?
it changes the whole dealio.
Right. And so like I just want to see how it plays out. Where you know what it's supposed to be like, but you can't tell me none of it until like Saturday evening at the end of it.
Y'all really think too much into that. As soon as I read you guys' tarot and go down to the next person, I forget everything that I fucking said to you.
That's why she said to take a picture of
Take a
them.
picture of it.
Oh.
Take a picture of it and like document it
Y'all got
down
way
for
too much
yourself.
faith in me. I can't remember my own life.
No. I would not ask for you to like reserve brain space for me. I'm saying like when you do it, don't tell me. Just like write it down or make notes. Because I know you like doing that. Make notes.
Yeah.
And that way you've got it to refer back to on Saturday. And that way when I tell you how my week went and what transpired throughout the week,
I'm just
you
gonna
could be-
flip cards for
then
you,
you can
and
tell
then
me
when
what
it
it
comes to Thursday, when it comes to your day that you want reflection, I'm just gonna read your reading then. I'm like, I'm not even gonna look at your reading then and try to figure out anything out for the week. I'll pull the cards, lay them out.
well, that's
and
fine too.
Okay.
That's fine too
We'll
if that's what
reflect.
works for you. That's fine. But I just
Because for me, how I use my cards and my tarot skills is more for like a counselor kind of purpose to like guide you into the future that you want to go into, not one that you are waiting for somebody to just control you to tell you what you want to do and what you want to hear. And what I don't like that kind of tarot. I just want to guide you to a better future.
right. And I understand that, but I feel like when we're talking about like what's going to transpire through the week, I feel like my subconscious is
Some
influencing
Because of your
self-fulfilling
PDA.
prophecy.
Right.
that. And so that's why I'm like, don't tell me. I just want to see how it goes. Just the one time. That's it. I just want to see how it goes.
Maybe that's what
And
I
if
should
we
do.
like it that way,
Yeah,
then we'll, I can do it again at a later date. But don't worry, it's not gonna be like a regular thing.
Well, in a sense, I'm kind of trying to think and branch out on that, honestly, in a sense. I wonder if I could get readings done a little faster if I did that your way and then reflected on the next week and then just had a list of cards that I pulled after the reading and just did that for people instead. Because even like, because the way that I do things, I've had Claire come back a day later. Hey, it's already come on front. And I'm like, give it a week, girl. It's only been it's not even been 24 hours, you know? If everything, if all 12 of those cards unfolded in the first 24 hours, I'm astonished.
I'll be seeping for a week.
It also depends on how the person's interpreting it too, and if they're just looking for it.
Yes. So I feel like that would be a good way. Like once I do your cards, and then I would come to a reflection. Like, so did this happen at some point this week? And you can be like, yeah or no, or it might be like in a sense this kind of happened or that kind of happened. And I can just like look at the cards and be like, all right, so then yes, this kind of was like a key kind of factor here and there. I could do it either way, because when it really comes down to it, it's just like analyzing people and their environment and what their skills are and what they like to do. It's just like extreme people watching for tarot reading. It's difficult sometimes, but I've mastered the art in a sense. I don't know my 10,000 hours, but I've been doing it for 10 years.
That's not 10,000 hours is not a lot when you think about it as a whole.
Oh man, I think it's a lot. Takes a lot of time for 10,000 hours.
Now y'all got me thinking about that song going, it's 10,000 hours and 10,000 more.
I thought you were going to think of 525,600 minutes.
So was I.
No, it was the 10,000 hours for me. And then that song and TikTok just bleep.
Oh, I have some news from my lovely little game of Pokemon Go world. So I've been playing the game since 2016, basically when it first came out. And it logs all of the walking that I've done on it. And, you know, I've taken years and many breaks in between playing the game. And I got the achievement yesterday for walking 1,000 kilometers since I started playing the game. And I put 1,000 kilometers into walking. That is 621 fucking miles that I have walked. And I'm just like, damn. And how many years? 7? That's almost, I'm walking 100 miles per year. That ain't bad.
If you take 10,000 divided by 24 hours, it's 416.66 days.
666.
Yeah.
And that's straight days focusing on that. You can't sleep or anything.
Yeah.
So it's over a year to master something. Over 10 years to master something, honestly. Let's be real. I did the breakdown of this on my Facebook, like splitting how many hours with the minute song and all that other jazz. Like, yeah, that's 8 hours for sleeping, 8 hours for work, 4 hours for leisure, 2 hours for family, 2 hours for me time. And I'm just like, yeah. So after all that time and training, if you want to do something for your me time, for like schooling, you just have no time to master anything that you really want to master, except for what you're going to pay for to master.
You said that was 621 miles?
Yeah.
How much is 854 take away 621?
854?
I don't have a pen handy, sorry.
Right. $233.
That means you've got 233 more miles to walk.
Yeah. Before you
get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
I Googled like how far it is from North Carolina to Michigan.
Oh, I thought
I love it.
You were about to make me be so competitive on Pokemon Go. I thought you were 200 miles ahead of me. Like, what? I'm about to go. I'm about to walk, guys. I gotta go.
Oh, trust me. If
I
it
was curious
pulled
as
up
to
her
how many
mile-
miles it was between me and you, and I'm like,
If she
By the
pulled
time
up the
he's gotten
miles
done
that
playing
she's
Pokemon Go,
traveled-
he could be here.
If she pulled up the miles that she's traveled on that game, you would not catch up.
That's what I'm saying. Because I know a lot of people.
There's no telling what mine would be.
To drive around and get those miles. So it's all from walking.
I know where she's been on that game.
And I haven't just driven. Like, there was, like, me driving 2 places and then walking for hours and hours. Like, I would take special trips just to, like, there's this park in New Bern that it's such a safe area, it feels like, to walk in, and it's beautiful scenery. And so, like, there's the river right there, and there's this big, pretty gazebo, and, like, there's Pokestops, like, everywhere. And so you're just walking around this park, and so it's easy to walk around for hours and hours, walking around downtown New Bern, just picking up Pokestops and hitting gyms and grabbing Pokemon on the way. So me and Goat's done it numerous times. Me and my bestie back in 2016 when the game first came out, like, we would make a 40-minute drive just to go play Pokemon Go. Because we hate it here.
I was also thinking about the time that you went to France.
Oh, you're talking about the spoofing.
See, I just got so active in Pokemon Go because when it first came out, I would literally I didn't really hang out with anybody, and I wasn't really online with much because I didn't have a computer or I wasn't into gaming. So I was into mobile gaming. So I have like I said, I have a Pokestop area, a plethora of Pokestops at the cemetery that within a block of me, and a plethora of Pokestops at the park next to me.
Is there lots of ghost Pokemon there?
So, there's Pokemon constantly. I have at least 40.
But I asked, is there specifically, like, a lot of ghost Pokemon there? I only asked because you said it was a cemetery.
Ghost Pokemon. No, it's not a lot of ghost Pokemon. It's just whatever.
See, I think that would be neat, though, because the way it used to be was, like, if you were near a beach, you had an influx of, like, water types. And depending on where you were, it depended on, like, there was, like, an influx of that particular type of Pokemon based off of your geographical area. So that's why I was asking, since it was a cemetery, if there was an influx of ghost types that you see regularly.
No, I haven't seen them regularly. Man. I would spend 8 hours walking back then when this game first came out in that cemetery.
I've done 526.8 kilometers.
Hey!
I have no idea because I don't even have the game on my phone anymore.
Oh.
I've caught 1,320 Pokemon.
Oh, I don't even want to know how many. I think I've almost hit 6,000.
My XP is 885,441.
I cheated a lot of mine, so mine wouldn't be accurate.
How did you cheat? You drove around?
No. See, back when the game first got developed, there was a lot of
issues,
ways around the walking part of it. And where I lived at, there was literally nothing. Like, I lived in the middle of nowhere. And so there was times at night where I wanted to play, but I couldn't just up and leave my house in the middle of the night to go play Pokemon Go, you know? And so you could download a spoofed version of your app where it foils the GPS in the phone, where you can, it gave you like a joystick on the screen where you could literally like walk your character around. And so I literally walked my character like a bunch of places. There was different ways of hacking the game, where you literally just like plugged your phone into your computer, because that was how it was back then, and download the game into your phone, and then you had to be careful too, because if you spoofed around too much, like if you pop, like 1 minute you're in California, the next minute you're in Australia, they're gonna ban your account. I never got a warning or a ban, because I mostly just kept it local. I wasn't trying to like go all over the world. There were times that I would set it to where I was in California just because there were like these big events going on, but other than that, that was it. And I would just literally take my little joystick and just walk my character around and catch these Pokemon and hit these Pokestops. And then when I got tired of playing that way and wanted to go play like the normal way, I would just delete it off my phone and download the regular one, sign back in, and go doing it the normal way. I'm pretty sure by now they've completely halted all abilities for that. But
oh yeah, it
was very helpful back in the day.
My old doctor's office was a Pokemon gym.
The church down on the corner from us is one too.
Oh, we
Yeah,
have.
I'm glad you say that. 'Cause I would
7
go
of
to
them on my
church
road.
on Sundays just for that. Like,
Mhm.
just because not a religious
Oh, I go
person.
park in the parking lot. I don't care.
I was in the building,
Mm-mm.
just sitting there with some of the other folks in the church in the coffee house going,
Mama Myrtle, I saw you
spin that
shaking
stop.
your head.
That's
be
okay.
nice. I'm
Oh,
gonna be nice.
Jellybean, Mama Vixie, I wish we were close to each other so we could all walk and play Pokemon Go together.
I'll be nice. So,
I've got an art district right next door to me, so I'm in the art district, but there's a lot of places fairly close to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have at least 40 Pokestops within a mile of me, actually within 2 blocks of me.
I have one right
Oh.
there.
I've one like
I'm in a church.
almost every corner. There's one in
See,
the
but
downtown
I live in
area.
the suburbs, so I have lots of shit around me.
I thought it was hilarious that they made churches be Pokestops. Oh,
Do you know how the
funny.
Pokestops happened?
Based off of like major landmarks, wasn't it?
Geocaching.
Yeah.
That's why it's churches, libraries, stores. Weird. We have a person down the street who has a gate that looks like it's wild horses. It's wrought iron. It's very pretty. But that is a Pokemon stop because so many people took a picture of that on their Google.
We have something similar because out on 43, which is a road that it's like parallel to ours, there is this house that has these big ass concrete dragons that look like they're swimming in the ditch, but they're up on like cinder blocks. And that house, because they've got like this gate on their front door that I think it's on their front door or on their porch, maybe it's in their yard, but it's the Vitruvian Man. And it's got like the big dragons in both ditches. I know you know what I'm talking about. And
They've got
that
it
is a
in their
Pokestop.
They have it at the end of their driveway. It's not in front of the house now.
Oh, the Vitruvian Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And I have a funny story about the churches being Pokestops. Back in those days, back in 2016, 2017, my parents were like going to this church and they do this trunk or treat thing every year. And at that particular church, it's at a very busy area, very busy. And they had to have extra security because they were concerned about some of the trunk or treaters getting run over on the front lawn of the church, because there was literally a mom that was driving a minivan full of children that literally drove into the parking lot, drove up onto the front lawn with all these people, let her kids out to catch a Pokemon.
Wow.
My dad told me that story. He was like, I hate that fucking app. And I was like, why? And he was like, because this is what happened tonight at the trunk or treat. And I was like,
That's not
don't
the app's
hate
fault.
the game because that bitch is
just don't
stupid.
do it.
Like, that bitch needs CPS called on her because not only did she endanger the lives of all the children outside of her vehicle, she also endangered the lives of the children inside her vehicle for an app that, hello, you don't have to be like physically on top of the Pokemon to catch it. It just has to be on your screen.
Right.
You just click on it. Hello? What the fuck?
One
People
more
were so
question
stupid when it
before we
came out.
go, because it's lunchtime.
Okay.
Pickles start out as which vegetable?
Cucumbers.
Yay, everybody wins. I knew y'all would know that one.
Let's go get that. No, I'm kidding.
We'll see you later.
Let's go get what?
What are we doing tonight?
See you later, buddy.
Fall Guys at 6:30 and Cards Against Humanity at 8. Have a great day.
Bye.
Ring.
It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures, it leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses, it restoreth my buzz, it leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.